A big part of becoming efficient in Final Cut Pro is learning keyboard shortcuts. Many of Final Cut Pro's commands use a single keystroke, such as those found in the Edit menu. But many commands rely on more than one keystroke called a modifier key. There are 4 modifier keys used to invoke commands in Final Cut Pro: the Command key, the Option key, the Shift key, and the Control key. For example, to create a new project, you can use your mouse pointer and select this command in the File menu, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Command-N. Likewise, to create a new event, select the item or press Option-N. To create a new folder, press Shift-Command-N. I think you get the picture. Final Cut Pro 10 also gives you contextual menus for choosing commands at the location of your mouse pointer. For example, if your pointer is over a clip in the timeline, you can right-click to call up a menu of commands related to the clip or clips you're working on. They're called contextual menus because depending on where your mouse pointer is, you'll get different menu options related to the area of the interface you're working in. And speaking of shortcuts, if you want to see a master list of all Final Cut Pro's commands and what keys they're assigned to, choose Commands, Customize from the Final Cut Pro menu, or press Option-Command-K. Final Cut Pro's Commands Editor will appear. To locate a keyboard shortcut, click any key on the virtual keyboard. The command associated with the selected key appears in the lower right corner of the window labeled Key Detail. For example, click the F key. Notice that without a modifier, the F key executes the Favorite command, which is used for rating your clips. With the Command key modifier, the F key invokes the Find command, and with the Shift key modifier, the command reveals a clip in the browser. Let's examine another key. Click the N key. In the Key Detail area, the N key with no modifier turns on or off snapping. With the Command key modifier, a new project will be created, and with the Option key, a new event will be created. To search for a command, enter a name in the search field. Type out import. Any command that includes the word import will appear in the command list directly below the virtual keyboard. To quickly locate the key the command is assigned to, click the key highlight button next to the search field, and the keyboard will dim except the key the command is assigned to. Before moving on, make sure to turn off keyboard dimming and clear out the search field by clicking the X button. On the left side of the window are the various command groups organized by classification and color coding. For example, all commands that are classified as editing commands appear in blue on the virtual keyboard, and all commands that are classified as playback and navigation commands appear in purple, and so on. You can filter the list of commands by clicking on a command group. For example, click the Editing command group, and only the commands and keys associated with that group will appear in the command list to the right. Click the Effects group, and only commands and keys associated with effects will appear. You can also filter the virtual keyboard and modifier keys. At the top of the window, you'll see buttons for Command, Shift, Option, and Control. Let's say you wanted to see which keys are associated with the Windows group, which incidentally are color-coded in pink in the command group area. Click the Command button, and any key that appears in pink on the virtual keyboard is one that requires the Command key modifier in order to invoke that particular Windows command. To see this, click the One key to view it in the Key Detail area in the lower right. Notice that this key with the command modifier will invoke the Library browser window. Click the Two key, and notice this key with the modifier will invoke the Timeline window. You can also add to your modifier key filtering. Let's say you wanted to see only the window command keys that use both the Command and Shift key modifiers. With the Command button still selected at the top of the window, click the Shift button, and only keys will be displayed that use both Command and Shift key modifiers. In this example, only 5 keys associated with the Windows group are displayed: the 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8 keys. Click on the 8 key, and you'll see that Command-Shift-8 will show or hide the audio meters. Now turn off the Command and Shift buttons to remove the filtering. Final Cut Pro lets you reassign keys for your commands, as well as allowing you to create your own custom keyboard sets that you can quickly switch between. In the Command Groups area, click the disclosure triangle next to Main Menu Commands to view all of Final Cut Pro's commands by menu groupings. Select File menu, and only commands that appear in the File menu will be listed. As you can see, no key is currently assigned to the Close Library command. Whenever you plan on modifying your keyboard command set, it's a good idea to duplicate it first so you won't be modifying the default set. From the pop-up menu in the upper left, choose Duplicate. Give the command set a meaningful name. Type out My Custom Commands and click OK. Make sure the Close Library command is selected in the command list, then press any colored key on your keyboard to reassign it. If the key is already taken by another command, Final Cut Pro will warn you about this and will give you the option to reassign this key if you so choose. Click Cancel. Any colored keys already have commands assigned to them. Select the 0 key. The Key Detail Editor shows that no commands are currently assigned to this key. Drag the Close Library command from the command list directly onto the key. In the Key Detail area, the 0 key with no modifier will close the library when invoked from the keyboard. You'll find more open keys available by clicking one of the modifier filter buttons at the top. Click the Command, Shift, and Option buttons and you'll see plenty of keys that are not assigned. The more modifier keys that are required for a particular command, the greater the availability of unassigned keys. At any point during editing, you can switch to another saved command set by clicking the pop-up menu. You can also import, export, and delete command sets from this menu. Save the changes to your custom command set by closing the window and clicking Save. Occasionally during the editing stage, you'll want access to a particular command, but can't remember where it's located in Final Cut Pro's menu system. Truth be told, this occurs more often than most of us would admit, and thankfully, Apple has included an excellent menu search feature. Click the Help menu to bring up a search field and enter the command you're looking for. Let's say we wanted to locate the Close Library command we just assigned in the command editor. Type out Close to bring up a list of all commands that include that word, then move your pointer over the item you're looking for. The menu flies out along with a not too subtle arrow directing you where to find the command. Finally, before we end this lesson, I want to point out the excellent documentation that comes with Final Cut Pro 10. From the Help menu, choose Final Cut Pro Help, and a searchable HTML document will appear. To reveal topics on the left side of the window, click this button, and a search field appears in the upper right. In the next several lessons, you'll learn how to work with Final Cut Pro's libraries and import your footage.